Welcome to the Optional Boss Podcast. This is episode 56, and today we are kind of doing something similar to what we did before, where we explain games poorly. This time we are reading wacky box art descriptions, like the description on the back, and having each other try and figure it out so you guys play at home along with us, and submit. Give us comments. Give us some submissions of your own that are like super wacky. We are your hosts, Josh and Tyler, and we apologize for no episode last 2 weeks, something like that. 65 should have been earlier than this one, so apologize for that.
Busy.
Life has been hectic.
It's hard to do everything.
Yes. But in the meantime, aside from being busy, Tyler, you been able to get up to anything?
I have played some video games, yes. Most notably, and I believe I mentioned it the last time we spoke, I was playing the remaster of Raido Kuzunoha on the Switch. Technically the Switch 2, but the Switch version. I digress. What a delightfully weird time. That was neat. It's, as I mentioned, it's an SMT game, but with a more action spin on it. Boy, does it feel like a PS2 game.
Yeah.
It is.
The PS2 era definitely had its own feel to it.
Yeah, it's it's not as smooth. It feels kind of clunky, but also it's got a lot of it feels nice and experimental. Back in that time.
I always associate the PS2 feel with, and this is going to seem a little odd, but Dark Cloud and Dark Cloud 2.
You know what? Actually, I'm not going to say it plays anything like it, but yeah, it's very stiff and rigid.
If you played those games, you understand the that PS2 feel.
Very mechanical. But no, it was a fun game. It had a really weird and sometimes goofy, sometimes serious stories. The ending was bonkers.
As it should be.
Yeah, no, good time. I'm not about to say it's my favorite in the series or anything, but I'm glad I finally got to try it out, because it's definitely for what was an already niche series, a more niche sub-series of that niche series.
Right.
As one might say. So, I got that out of the way, and then what did I do? Oh, yeah, that's right. I bought the Elden Ring DLC.
Finally.
Yeah, and I don't know what it was. Something about because it's not cheap, and
no.
I'm still having a hard time with that grasping of paying almost as much of a game costs for a DLC, but I also acknowledge that they're basically giving a new game with as much content, and I think the Liza P one was about as much, so I was like, alright, I guess.
No, that's fair.
I had a hankering for some Souls, so I got back into it.
I think it's a mental block more than anything. Because it's it's a pretty penny by all means, but at the same time, you are getting a decent amount of content.
Well, and I think it's also just my stubborn physical purchase mindset that DLC, I can't go buy it.
Yeah.
I don't get to take it home. I don't get to read the back of the box.
That's blocking me from a lot of Switch 2 purchases right now.
Yeah. So, funny enough, actually, the Switch 2 is, I think, what is going to bridge the gap for me and my stubbornness. Now, I still would like to be able to get physicals, especially of the more notable titles, but I think it's going to ease my mind on trying some things that are much more budget digital games that I've been waiting for a physical that just might not get it. I can finally just bite the bullet and get that $10 game.
Okay.
And so I was actually thinking about this is going to be my test. I don't know if I'm going to do it yet. I have apprehensions with the digital market, but I kind of want to get Shovel Knight Dig, because that game looks really cool, and it's also one of those ones that's Yacht Club doing a game that cheap physically, I don't see happening.
No.
So, I could, if it's the only way I can play it, I would rather play it than never do so just because it's digital, right?
So, on that same kind of front, but also not really, I know there's a digital game I'm going to be purchasing here soon that was just given a release date, and in the event that a physical does come out, I will be picking up a physical as well, and I have no qualms with that, and that's going to be Silksong.
Oh, you're actually going to double dip for it, are you?
Yeah. I've waited. I enjoyed Hollow Knight. I have the digital and physical. for Switch, anyways.
Yeah.
I also have the digital for Steam, and I also have it on PlayStation 5.
So that's you got enough to. And honestly, that is the kind of game that seems like if it's that good, it would be worth buying twice.
So my theory behind that is like they've already announced that they have more plans for content, and chances are they're gonna have DLC. I mean, that goes without saying almost, right? Because they had what 3 or 4 DLCs for Hollow Knight.
I would say there was at least 3 sizable expansions to it.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of them all now. The Grim was one.
Grim Troop got home, and I feel like there was something else that wasn't like
it was like a
big DLC. I think they just later added content, like there was like the Beehive area and stuff like that. Just ended up getting like added supplementary later.
Maybe it was like something to do with the blue petals or something.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay.
I
do remember, but I don't remember the name of it. Yes.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that one was just a general content update, as opposed to the other two that felt almost like expansions.
Yeah.
So hey, that's some nerd terminology right there. So, yeah, no, I'm looking forward to Silksong. It's finally real. People can stop rioting or start rioting once they play. I don't know what people are gonna do. You never know. That's like in a week or two. So.
Yeah, it's going to be shortly after this episode airs, actually.
Yeah, I'm not gonna have time to get to that. I do want to get to it soon, but it'll be the patient waiting to find out the situation on the physical. If it's going to be like 2 years, I'll probably bite the bullet.
And that's just it. I imagine. So back to the DLC thing is they've already announced that they're going to do DLC, and if it's anything like the Switch Hollow Knight, where they waited for all content to be done, yeah, I'm probably just going to say okay, whatever.
Yeah. Oh, you know what's going to be so
because if the DLC comes out, it just gives me another reason to check it out. If I enjoyed it as much as the first one,
this is true. The one game that I'm like probably the most stoked for coming to or confirmed coming to Switch 2 is Hades 2. You know, it doesn't have a release date or anything like that. I can't imagine it's too far around the corner.
Oh, probably not. We'll probably see something at Game Awards.
But like, absolutely loved the original Hades, and to be able to play the sequel on Switch too, but still Switch is very exciting. So if it's a game key card, I'm going to be fucking pissed.
So the news front on that, at least rumors, because who actually knows nowadays what's what's true, what's not. I guess the manufacturer of the cartridges are looking into other sizes, so hopefully that gets rid of this key card situation, or all the companies going to key cards, if it is a size issue, right?
That would be nice. I would like to be able to shelve my consumerism.
Yes.
But aside from the Elden Ring DLC, now I haven't played much of this, but I also started a game called, I think it's Laika Age Through Blood. And it is described as, I don't know if it's self-described or fan-described as I'm holding up my air quote fingers for this, Motorvania. So, what the heck that means is take your, typical.
I don't know, Tyler. What does it mean?
You've got the explorative, expansive maps, 2D platformer type gameplay per se, except instead of running and jumping and whatnot, you're on a motorcycle. And being from the 90s, that already makes stuff at least like 10% cooler. So, there's that. But the whole game kind of plays like if you ever played the series that was obviously most known for it would be like the Trials series from like the Xbox 360 arcade games. Those like old side-scrolling motorcycle momentum games.
Okay.
And anyone who was like ever playing Flash games back in the day, they're a dime and a dozen. So think of that kind of side-scrolling gameplay, but you have a gun and you explore, and it is so difficult but so satisfying because you'll have to jump off these ramps and then do backflips to reload your gun. You gotta block bullets with the bottom of your gun. It's a lot to explain, but in practice it's damn cool. Also violent as fuck.
I mean, it would have to be. Keeps up that and not that it's the same perspective or anything, but like Road rage. Oh no, I
Well,
think motorcycles in games. I always think of road rage.
Well, I'm thinking more so in the plot sense. Spoilers, sure, but this is spoilers for literally the first minute and a half of the game. You arrive to someone you know being crucified by their own innards. So it starts off very strong with its much darker tone. So there's that. But probably mostly just Elden Ring for the time being. How about you?
So there's been a few things I've played. I forget what I was playing last time, but I think it might have been Shadow Labyrinth. Okay, I'll give a very quick review of it. Lame.
I was just gonna say you didn't finish the game, and I think that is the review.
No, I put it away, and I just everything looks the same. The art style I don't find that fantastic. Its gimmicks are really neat, but it's just bland.
It's not exactly the shot in the arm the Pac-Man franchise needed this whole time.
No.
Oh.
I think one of the biggest things is like it is a Metroidvania. Sure. It's a Metroidvania with like no upgrades.
That's peculiar.
So what's you don't feel like you're progressing anything. And when it's just the same type of enemies over and over and over, like the last I think 5 hours I played, it was just the same enemies. It's like
that's
okay, that's a long time for the same thing to come out, and it's just it's not exciting.
I'm not in the best position to judge, but it does make me kind of sad that this is like a Bandai Namco product. Not only that, like it's technically a Pac-Man game. Pac-Man's kind of like their Sonic. Sonic's kind of like Sega's Pac-Man, however you want to put it. And you know what's weird? The closer the game came out to release, I had this vibe of like this looks really cheaply made.
Yeah, it feels cheaply made. Like it doesn't feel great to control.
I'll never know, obviously, but it seemed weird, big publisher like that putting out something that like I can think of several indie games that are of a much higher quality. So
yeah. I paid less for Hollow Knight.
Yeah.
That tells you everything you need to know. No, it doesn't. It's unfortunate because I was actually really excited for like the dystopian Pac-Man Metroidvania. Like demonic Pac-Man coming out and all that kind of shit. And it's like this looks actually rather dope, as the kids would say. And then it was just okay, you know what the enemies are?
Robots?
No. They're tribes people. They're wearing grass skirts. And they hit you with like homemade spears.
That's peculiar.
Some have axes, sure, but
yeah. Huh.
So yeah, disappointing experience. I'll probably finish at some point, maybe, I don't know. So
be like it's your Rustler,
Yeah.
I'll go back and do it one day.
Well, also looking up like how long to beat, and people are saying like 18 hours to 20 hours to beat it, and it's like I'm 7 hours. I'm 7 hours in this, and nothing has excited me at all. Like everything I've seen that would make me excited is done so poorly. It's not exciting.
Well, and admittedly, the bar is raised super high for large companies doing Metroidvanias. Now that we have like Metroid Dread,
yeah, but
come on, guys.
I don't need it to be end all be all or do anything new. I just need to do what it's going to do well.
It's got to be fun.
Yeah. And like the upgrades that you get are so minuscule that it doesn't do much. So like 8 hours into a Metroidvania, no double jump, no dash. I guess there is an air dash now, but you always had to dodge on the ground. It's just now you can dodge in the air.
Nope, it's not very dynamic.
No.
And you said the combat didn't feel great too, didn't you?
Oh, the combat's weird and clunky.
See, when I saw the trailers, the combat kind of seemed like Ender Lilies. However, Ender Lilies was weird for a reason. You know?
And Ender Lilies' combat was better.
Ender Lilies did have good combat eventually, but like when you first start the game up, you're like, "Oh, I don't know how this feels." And
it's better than starting Ender Lilies.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yes. So unfortunate scenario. I probably had higher expectations than I should have. So then I dropped that like a bag of potatoes and started up a very, very weird game called Anodyne 2. And it's a little too artsy for my taste. Like, I like weird and I like artsy things and like doing something different. Absolutely. But you start out the whole idea is the world is covered in dust and you got to clean it. You are a nano cleaner. So you start out inside your egg. You're a human, but you're in an egg. And you got to find the yolks of the future. So you got to go around this egg and find different yolks and like shrink into the yolk and then do like it's 3D, and then when you shrink into something it's 2D, and then you do like a 2D looks like a handheld type thing experience, and it's just weird. It's more puzzly than anything, and then as you kind of continue and story things happen, the writing is actually fairly decent, but it's just I don't even know what to say. It's you shrink into things. You get to a point when you can leave the city after you're born out of the egg, and then you're free to roam, and you don't have pointers on where to go or anything. You just have to go find where to go next, who needs cleaned, who has problems that you can shrink into and clean. And this dust is like causing them to be either angry or like causing them issues internally. So it's like cleaning people of their problems. Wow. And every time that you clean, whether it's a boss fight at the end or something like that, you get cards, and you take those cards and you upgrade your dust collection. And all the dust is going to this place called the center, and the center is like what creates all the world. And then you end up in a world that's disconnected from the center, and it's like I don't know what to do.
This is for someone. I don't think it's for me.
Well, the whole idea is like these people who disconnected from the center need to eat, they need to sleep, where your character never has. So you're becoming weak and you have no idea why. And then these dust-bound people, as they're described, start showing you how to eat. And I think they describe it as reverse talking.
Oh, that's strange.
Yes. You can also transform yourself into a car.
Oh.
Yeah. It's a very wacky game.
So it seemed like it was very much like, it was a mix between like classic Super Nintendo style games and also like PS1 era games.
Kind of, yeah.
Like that was its draw.
If you want to check out something that is very, very unique, it's not the most exciting gameplay, but it is very neat. It is an experience. So if you're looking for an experience out of a title, Anodyne 2, I can at least vouch for it. I'm glad I played it. I was glad when I was done. I did do the true ending of it, which involves some other stuff going on. Then I was kind of in limbo. I didn't know where I wanted to go, so I started up Tomb Raider 3, and didn't do much in there. And what the hell? I'm playing Gal Guardians.
Oh yes,
which I've had for a while, and it's everything anime that I don't like. Like just the very cringy. Now I was always led to believe that it was Metroidvania. It is not a Metroidvania.
Yeah, that was kind of my impressions as well.
Yeah,
I haven't done it yet.
They played it off, and looking online, like you could see a lot of people were misled that way. But I mean, they don't have an option to shut the characters up. So when you're shooting and you're holding down the shoot button, and they say like 3 or 4 times before your ammo runs out, you only have 100 bullets in a machine gun. When the character just yells anti-demon machine gun, anti-demon machine gun, anti-demon machine gun before those 100 bullets are gone,
that would get a little grating.
Up.
Yeah.
Shut up, please.
It's one of those things where I know like Inti Creates make some pretty solid games, but also I know that sometimes their sound design can be a little grating.
Yes. There's no audio options in the game at all. So you can't turn off voices, you can't turn down music, you can't turn down sound effects or anything. So for whatever reason, that's new. As for story's meh, whatever.
Anime.
It is. It's like, okay, this bad person is jealous of you two sisters because they're the famous demon hunters in this school of demon hunting. So she merges with a demon and then turns the school into Dracula's castle. Like, if you look at it, it looks like Dracula's castle from Castlevania.
Well, it seemed very Castlevania coded, yeah.
Yeah, but if you look at the castle that they did, like the outside, it looks exactly like Castlevania's Dracula's castle.
Huh. Nifty.
Like, the little tower off to the side that doesn't touch the ground is just a shoot off, and the pointed it looks like Dracula's castle. When I beat it, it restarts you to the beginning, and then some more weirdness happens, and then you got to play through it again just a little harder, and then you can go into the actual final boss, which I've yet to beat. Then outside of that, I've not doing anything major, but I have started doing a little tinkering around with Godot, just game programming, which I used to do quite a bit, just tinkering around. So I'm tinkering around again, seeing if anything comes up.
Just kind of shaking off the rust in the old coding world.
Well, I was always in the Unity mindset and never used Godot, and Unity shot themselves in the foot. So checking out Godot, and it's amazing how many things I've come across, and it's like, okay, so this is how. Oh no, Godot just does this. That's all I have to do, and it's like I would spend quite a while like doing workarounds for certain things like physics and all that kind of shit, where Godot just works the way that you expect it to. So it's been nice.
Just quite intriguing. I do want to look into that myself, though, just if I ever find the time.
Yes, time is a big thing.
Yes.
So, and I've been kind of leaning more toward doing that than playing games right now. So, which is the only reason I really brought it up. So I'm recreating the NES Super Mario Brothers.
That's a good place to start.
I figure it has transitions. It has like your standard jumping physics, enemies, so basic AI, pickups, and all that kind of stuff. So it has a lot of the basic things for only like 16 tiles.
I do sure hope that mentioning this does not bring upon a DMCA on our tiny podcast.
No.
Oh, no, they're making bootlegs.
Yeah, there's plenty of other places to
look at their
first.
logo.
That's the other company.
Yeah. Well, what do you think? Should we get the ball rolling on this here episode?
Yeah, we probably should. So let's throw in some music, and we'll be right back. All right, so game box art described by itself. What would you even call this? The back box art game descriptions.
The back of the box is the selling point of the, I know nothing about this. Do I want to buy it?
You know what? I don't even know if that's fair to say anymore, because like I guess some places still. I'm just thinking growing up. Or even now, when a lot of places have all their games and stuff behind a display case, so you can't pick it up and read the back of the box, but like back in the day when you could. There's still some places, like your EB Games in Canada, or GameStop, I guess, probably, you can pick up the games, but honestly,
sometimes
I've never actually read... sometimes it's their own brand. I don't know the last time I actually read the back of a box, though.
See... I find it's one of those things, it ties into classic video game nostalgia. You talk to any retro gamer and they'll have fond nostalgic memories of, long car ride home with a brand new game, just scouring the description on the back of the box. And
I used to rip them open and take out the instruction book.
Monster.
Right?
But also, the instruction booklet goes hand in hand with that. And it is... I think the instruction booklet is probably the most pointless but most missed thing when it comes to physical collecting. Like now it's only like your limited print companies and whatnot that will actually go to the extent of printing a full manual. But the back of the box description still lives on to this day, so even if
I will redact what I said.
Featured.
I will redact what I said about not reading box art. I don't recall the last time I used box art to determine my purchase. I have read plenty of them after I've bought it.
It's honestly something nowadays, and it's rare for me enough as it is. Um, if I'm looking at retro games for consoles, like let's say the DS or something that like I know about, but I don't really know about, then I'll probably kind of give the back of the box a glance.
Right.
But when it comes to, new titles, the landscape of taking in game media is so different that I already know what I'm after before I get where I'm going for the most part. Because, I mean, I'm a certain type of person who has a certain type of entertainment preferences, but, it's mostly video game news related stuff, right? So I don't need these cheeky little descriptions.
Well, it's wacky. I'm just thinking now, like, only reason I bought Signalis is it was recommended and I saw a few screenshots. I don't think I actually watched the trailer till after I bought it. I don't think so, yeah. Same with Cyber Shadow. I heard about it
too, though. Is it comes to do with a lot of pre-ordering, right? Because, like you said, even though we can look at the back of the box of some stores, we're usually like going there, picking it up, leaving, right?
Yeah,
it's just a basic transaction. It's also
before they start asking, "Is there anything I can help you with?"
Yeah, I don't need.
Leave me alone.
I'm here with what I got for. But yeah, it's also kind of hard to read the back of the box when I am now the one driving home. So
yes, this is also true.
The dynamic, yeah. But it's still something going strong. So I thought it would be a fun idea to just read off the back of some boxes, and see if you know what the hell I'm talking about.
So I forget the episode number, and I probably could have looked it up. And in standard optional boss fashion, I am fashionably not prepared. What episode that we did something similar last time, where we described games poorly. So this is the same kind of idea where Tyler's going to read a back of the box of a game that I presumably know, whether I've played or not. And I got to try and figure out what it is.
Yeah.
And then we'll alternate back and forth. Again, leave some comments of your best descriptions that you've come across, whether they're funny, whether they're like really obtuse. I know for myself, the ones I've picked tonight, some are kind of comical, some are a little obtuse, and yeah, this should be a good time.
See, now, I feel like I got some pretty easy picks here, but I feel like I did that last time, and I was wrong. So
yeah, I don't know anything about Katamari or A Drunk Father.
Yeah. That's right. No, I don't.
At that point, I don't even think I've seen a trailer for Katamari.
Oh, Katamari's so good. I can't believe we're getting another new one. I think so. How many do you have?
I have 6.
All right, I also have 6 here, but I'm gonna let you start things off, and let's see if I can test my knowledge here.
All right. How are we doing this?
Game. So basically, the way I was looking at it is, it's kind of hard to avoid with some of these descriptions. So because these are games that I'm quite certain you'll know, because I didn't want to obviously, just pull. I'm not expecting you to guess what Pocket Tournament is. But at the same time, if it's a game that that has like crucial information, like a character name or maybe like a location or plot MacGuffin, I will redact that. But at the same time, still use the broad selling descriptions.
Right, like if it's Star Tropics, you aren't going to bring up the Star Tropic Isles. Or Adventure Island, I think it says right on it, it's Adventure Island is what the island is called.
And as far as hints go, I was going to make it exclusive to things stated on the box.
Okay.
So, start off with the general description and then, like, second hint, maybe like a publisher or something like that.
So, how about this?
How many players?
How about 2 hints?
Okay.
First hint is going to be the system.
Okay.
Second hint, publisher.
All right.
Does that sound good to you?
That sounds all right to me.
All right. So, you want me to go first? I'll read my box art?
Yes.
Okay. Enter at your own risk. If you think it's scary on the outside, wait till you see the basement. You're in for the longest night of your life. Ghosts, goblins, demons, wolves, bats, creatures lurking around every This is calmer. I believe it means corner. Uh, as you descend deeper and deeper, they get thicker and thicker. Better stick close to the cavern floor. It's your only chance of finding a weapon or two. You're gonna need them. Because when you finally meet Blank, you know he's going for the jugular. So keep your courage up and say your prayers.
Huh. I might be reading too much into this, but for some reason, I'm really focusing on the stressing of the basement. The generic, horror creatures makes me think that it is some kind of Castlevania title. But I don't think I am correct. Alright, give me a system.
NES.
It's for the NES.
Yes. I'm going to get a sheet here. And I'm going to put down a mark for every hint used.
Okay. For the NES. I'm going to... Oh, what do we get? 2, 3 guesses?
2 guesses. The first is the system, second is the publisher.
No, I mean my guesses.
Oh, 2 guesses?
Sure. All right. I'm gonna make my first guess, and I'm gonna say Fester's Quest.
No.
Ah.
We'll do a point for each guess as well then.
Okay. So what's the
golf
publisher?
Rules. Publisher is Konami.
Oh no! Oh, Jesus Christ! Is it Castlevania?
Yes.
Son of a bitch! I thought it seemed too simple. That's why I didn't go with it. Okay.
So the part that I blanked out was because when you finally meet the Count, you know he's going for the jugular. But what they're talking about the basement? Wait till you see the basement. It's what? I mean, it's a cavern.
What threw me up. So is this is the original NES Castlevania?
Yes.
Okay.
This isn't 3 or Simon's Quest. This is the very first.
All right. That was pretty good. Okay.
But yeah, it's just better stick close to the cavern floor. It's your only chance of finding a weapon or two.
So what? I got it on my last guess, and I used both hints. So
yes, so you got 3 points.
1 point. I get 3 points?
Yes. So it's golf rules. You use 2 hints.
I want less points.
And you use...
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. That works. Alright, so I guess I will go with my first one. And I feel like this one's gonna be pretty easy. But, we gotta start off a little easy, right? So, we have the RPG of the Ages returns. When a newly developed teleportation device malfunctions, Blank must journey through time to rescue a mysterious girl from an intricate web of past and present perils. Enhanced with dual-screen presentation, stylus controls, and a host of great new features, the classic tale transcends time once again.
Chrono Trigger.
See, yeah, that one's pretty straightforward.
That was... And it's funny because I was actually looking at the NES, or the Super Nintendo Chrono Trigger box art, and it's like, this is a little too easy. But it was pretty much the same until you started talking about stylus and whatnot.
Yes.
So clearly it was the DS version.
The RPG returns, but yes, you are correct. So that would be a solid 1 point. But that said,
that would be no points.
I guess it would be no points, wouldn't it?
Yes.
All right. So bad start for me, but I can probably.
That's all right. You're going to turn this around.
All right. What do we got?
Journey to a Land of Wonder. Blank receives royal invitation to visit the castle in Blankland. Is he dreaming? It seems the princess is looking for a new playmate. When he arrives, he is told that King Morpheus has been kidnapped. Blank sets off on a wild adventure to rescue the good king and restore peace to the land. Anything can happen in this realm of imagination. Blank even learns how to get a ride from local creatures so he can pass through the roughest parts of Blankland. Spectacular graphics bringing a dream world to life. Launch a candy attack against the scariest creatures of Blankland. Rescue the king and thwart the masters of nightmares.
This is a Kirby game.
No.
What?
Was that a guess?
I guess it was.
We can say no.
All right. So, shooting candy, King Morpheus. Something land. Huh. I don't feel like shooting candy should be a really good hint. Alright, what system is it for?
NES.
God damn it. Okay.
They had a lot more creativity back then, so.
They had a lot more to sell you on, that's for
Yeah.
damn sure. Okay.
I thought these were actually going to be easy for you.
Yeah, no, I'm surprised how completely in the dark I am when it comes to NES games, and it just hasn't been on my radar lately. And I'm thinking like Kingdom and Candy, like those don't sound like Mario things. The Kingdom card kind of does. I don't think
But you
it's
aren't
a
sing-
Star
you aren't saving
Tropics.
a king.
No, and who the fuck is King Morpheus?
That's why I didn't mind saying the name. But I did let something slip that I'm not going to repeat now that I've said that. I let something slip.
Is it Little Nemo?
Yes.
Oh,
Little Nemo, the
okay.
Dream Master.
You know why it didn't cross my mind is because I didn't think it would be something that would cross your mind.
Right.
Yeah, it's funny because it's a game that I've never played. I do want to play it because it seems like
But
very Mega Man
you
like.
know of it. And it's
Yeah.
actually funny because it is Capcom. And
Well,
right on the
not
box art,
only that.
right on the box art, it has a little banner on it saying free Mega Man stickers with this purchase.
Oh my god, that's a thing. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I watched Little Nemo so much as a kid. Like that movie's fucked up. But yeah, kids movie fucked up, but all the same. Oh no, that's a really wicked pick. All right, so what's that? 1 point for me?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'm veering a bit of a different direction.
I realized after the last competition that we did like this, you whooped my ass, so I had to bring some fire, some uniqueness to this.
So I think I toned mine down a little bit since the last one. We'll
see.
But
though.
I'm okay with that because this is one. Okay, this next one is either like you're gonna get it or you're not gonna get it at all.
Could be something stupid like Mother, and I'm just gonna completely blank.
See, I would feel cruel. That's like when you got me with Mega Man. Like, oof. I don't know how I'll live that down. But okay, so fight every day as if it were your last. The tropical island of Blank has been struck by a relentless zombie outbreak, and you're caught in the midst of it. Survive the terror, explore the mystery, and maybe you will make it out of paradise. To die for, with intense pulse-raising combat, explore a beautiful open-world tropical island. Thrilling story-based 4-player co-op.
Dead Island.
Yeah, see, that's why I was like, you either know or you don't know.
So I was gonna say Dead Island before you did the 4-player co-op, and that just kind of sold it.
I was like, do I say Benoy? There's only Benoy in Dead Island. But if you haven't played Dead Island, you don't know what Benoy is.
I don't know what that is.
And I was kind of hoping that that's the island that it takes place.
Oh.
Damn, I could have said it. Anyway.
What goes bump in the night?
Things that go bump in the night. See, I was wondering, though, it's like, because it lays so heavy on the whole tropical setting, it kind of gives it away. But I was thinking maybe it might come across as Left 4 Dead, so I don't know.
It's funny because when you started bringing up it wasn't until you said zombies that I was thinking, there's no way that you're going to try and slip a Star Tropics by me. And then, yeah.
No, but that would have been a good way to make you overthink, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what do you got?
All right. I don't know how much of this you know. I know you know of it. I just don't know if these names are going to, because I don't know too much on this one. Now you're playing with fire. In a distant land, peace was maintained for thousands of years by a fearful dragon clan who could transform into powerful monsters. One day, they discovered a goddess who could fulfill their every wish. Greed split the clan into darkness and light dragons, each battling the other to win her magic. One of the members of Light Dragons, along with 7 of his companions, emerged to keep the opposing forces from destroying their world. Using 6 magical keys, they sealed the goddess into another realm. Centuries have passed. The dark dragons are destroying the land in search of the keys. When they find the keys, they will once again release the magic goddess. Light Dragon, The time has come to draw your sword and fight for the future of your people.
I'm like 90% sure this is Breath of Fire 1.
Is that your guess?
Yes.
Yes.
Damn. Alright. Hole in one. I like it. Damn, these are good picks. You know, it's one of those. So, I've never beaten Breath of Fire 1.
So that was going to be a weird one to say, because the developer is now a publisher as well, but it was published by Squaresoft, but developed by Capcom.
Yes. Oh, it's such a weird situation.
So that would have been...
it also has... I don't know if it's worse than the second one or not, but like one of those like notoriously bad translations. I'm just going to take this as a moment to talk about Breath of Fire now. Breath of Fire is cool as fuck. But it has some of the most obnoxious encounter rates of any of like the classic Super Nintendo RPGs that it's genuinely hard to recommend.
I played Mother 1.
Fair, very fair.
It's
like
not that
as
bad.
far as RPGs go, like it's pretty rudimentary turn-based stuff, but the fact that it has like animated sprites for its combat and they look great. I don't know what it is about it, but it's just cool as fuck. Just that classic Capcom coolness.
It's one of those that I do want to check out, but I just don't know if I care to check out. if that makes sense.
I don't know. It's definitely one of those, like, because it's on the SNES Online, it's an easy, just kind of, like, there's a couple times I booted up Breath of Fire 2, and then I'll get, like, the first 3 hours that I always do into it, and I'm like, oh my god. It takes so long for this to get good, because I've done it so many times. Oh, jeez. Alright, let's see if I got a bit of a stumper here for you. Okay. Brandish thy whip and sharpen thy wit. 2 classic tales together in one adventurous collection. Navigate your way through intense platforming, cryptic puzzles, and deadly slew of traps and enemies to uncover the secrets within.
Sharpen or ready your whip and sharpen your wit.
Brandish thy whip and sharpen
brandish
thy wit.
thy whip.
Yes.
That is like straight out of... Did you pick the dual pack of Castlevania?
Is that a guess?
Yeah,
like the Castlevania Game Boy Advance double pack?
Yeah.
Incorrect.
But
a good guess. Very good guess.
Just thinking whip and sword.
Yeah. You know what? That is a good reason to think that. Yeah, because only the one has
the whip, and then the other one you can change everything else.
You could use a gun. Nope, it's not that. Would you like a hint?
Yes.
So, my particular copy is for Switch, but I believe it is available on all modern platforms.
Okay, so it's not like a retro game that was remade for modern consoles.
To my knowledge, no.
Brandish thy whip.
Brandish thy whip and sharpen thy wit. 2 classic tales together in one adventure's collection. Navigate your way through intense platforming, cryptic puzzles, and a deadly slew of traps and enemies to uncover the secrets within.
What's the publisher?
The publisher is NIS America. And I am going to give you a good hint. You do own this.
I figured as much, and this is even worse.
Yeah.
NIS. Who the hell is NIS?
They're a smaller publisher. I'm trying to think of some things that you might have heard from them. They would do stuff like, like the Disgaea games. They do a lot of those more obscure RPGs.
Okay.
Yeah. They're like the Atlas's Atlas. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm. And if I want to give like an extra little one, I'll just say it's Indian origin.
Yeah, I got no idea.
All right, well, so that's
I don't even have a guess on that.
That would be 4 points, I guess. Yeah. Then. All right, so it is the La Mulana 1 and 2 collection.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. So that was another one that I'm like, I don't know if it's going to be too easy or too hard. Because I know it's a game we both talked about, but neither of us have really played.
It's sad because I see La Mulana 1 and 2 collection right here. It's like the biggest thing on my damn shelf.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so what?
I wouldn't have guessed that. So we're 4-4.
All right, so halfway through. And
see, I told you I'd catch up to you.
This is going well. All right, what do you got for me?
Alright. Be a bad guy and team up with the devious blank in a virtual underground world. Yikes, get ready for some devious treasure hunting with the infamous scheming blank. Capture the shining gold and vast treasures locked deep inside a hidden cave, but beware of poison ponds, perilous prisons, endless walls, and creepy woods. Make a quick change into Sea Dragon Blank, Eagle Blank, or Bull Blank, and utilize their mighty strengths. Blow away enemy cave defenders with body attacks and power actions. Succeed in this greedy plot to seize the riches of the underground world, and find this key to freedom.
Huh.
This is going to be the definition of a hard one or an easy one.
Involves
it's going to be an
pirates.
Easy one the minute I give you the system.
Okay, so
that
going
in
over
itself is
again.
probably going to be a hint.
You're teaming up with some sort of villain who is pirate themed and underground. Yes?
Based on the description, yeah.
Yeah. Trying to think of something that takes place more or less underground, but has different biomes.
Yeah, because it says, but beware of poison ponds, perilous prisons, endless walls, and creepy woods.
These sound like biomes. These sound like very video gamey biomes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know this game, so I don't think it's a good guess. No, because that wouldn't be... You said if I got the console, it would give it away right away.
Yeah. I can give you the publisher first.
Alright, give me the publisher.
Nintendo.
Fuck. Why did that make it harder? Who the hell's going underground?
I mean, Donkey Kong just did.
That's not Donkey Kong Bonanza, is it?
No. And I'm not even going to count that as a guess, because I said Donkey Kong.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to say, that'd be really weird. Okay. I'm probably wrong, but I'm going to say... Wario Land.
Gonna need more.
2.
There's more to the title, is what I'm getting at.
Oh, crap, that means I'm so close.
Yeah. So,
Shit.
Saying that there's more to the title, would that be...
Super Mario Land 3 Wario Land.
No.
Damn it. Alright, what's the console?
Oh, I don't want to give that part away. Because it's part of the title.
Shit.
I
should be able to guess if it's part of the title. Oh, wait. No. Yeah. Yes? Wario Land Shake It?
No.
Damn it. Alright, well, that would put me out of guesses.
Alright. I won't take one of your hints. I won't give you a point for one of the hints. Because I didn't want to give away the fact that it's Virtual Boy Wario Land.
Son of a bitch.
Be a bad guy and team up with the devious Wario in a virtual underground world.
Okay, so like that's like a half a point. So I am willing to accept a handicap of 3 on that.
Yes.
All right. Damn. Damn. Yeah, no, the console very much. That would be like me picking something like fucking, I don't know, anything with advance in the title.
Yeah.
You'd be like, oh, you know, it'd be cruel. It's describing Super Mario World 2, and there's just like, no, it's actually Super Mario Advance 1, Super Mario World 2. Actually,
well, I didn't even think about that one when we quickly went over the rules, and it's like, oh fuck, the first hint's gonna give it away. Because as soon as I said Virtual Boy, without anything else, without you even guessing Wario Land, you would have been like, oh, that's gonna be Wario Land.
I have 12 possibilities if it was anything Virtual Boy.
And the only one that you know of with someone who likes coins.
It sure hell isn't going to be Nestor's Bowling, I can tell you that. All right, so this is another one that's going to be an either like immediate or what the hell. So this might be pretty immediate. So
Half-Life.
Use. Oh, if I was going to be so cruel as to consider that as a guess. No, so...
But if that was right, that would have been hilarious.
That would be weird. It would be real. I don't own Half-Life physically, sadly. I bet it has a pretty interesting back of the box.
It probably
so,
does.
using the land creation system, you place artifacts on the map to create the world's towns, forests, and more. People will appear, new stories set in motion. What kind of tale will unfold? That depends on your land placement.
Oh god, there's so many games that use this mechanic.
It's kind of what I'm banking on.
Yeah. I don't know enough about its simulation stuff. Wait, that's all that's on the back of the box, right?
That's it.
Can you say it one more time?
Okay, so, using the land creation system, you place artifacts on the map to create the world's towns, forests, and more. People will appear, and new stories will be set in motion.
Legend of Mana.
There you go. There you go. Like I said, it's one of those ones that's like, it's either going to be like, or oh.
Yeah, I was, that's not what I was originally going to guess, too. I was going to say ActRaiser. It's like, I don't know enough about that. And it's like, wait, no, there was no mention of platforming or anything like that.
No.
It's just stories.
Yeah, and how many other things are going to call stuff artifacts?
Yeah.
I think that was the biggest giveaway, right?
Yes.
I think, if anything, the thing that would throw you off is by calling it the land creation system.
Yeah, actually. That's
like, is
very
this
odd.
SimTown? And if it's not, why isn't it SimTown? SimTown is great.
Why are we using artifacts in SimTown?
Because it's SimTown. You could. It's nothing but police stations and ice cream shops.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
I don't know if these names actually count for anything, so I'm going to try and... I'm just not going to say them. Professor Blank has been kidnapped by the Imperial forces of the Evil Empire. Now, his personal robotic assistant, Blank, must save the day. Blank will get some help with the troops who have remained loyal to the King Aster. Yeah, I said a name anyways. With their help, she'll grab, shake, and throw her way to the Professor. Besides rescuing the Professor, Blank will also join in the efforts to rebel against that nasty, horrible, and evil empire. So grab a controller and help our superheroines shake up the evil empire.
It's funny because the enemies are called the Clancer. This is Mischief Makers.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. No, it can't not be Mischief Makers. Especially with all the emphasis on shaking. Anyone who knows that game, I mean, you're gonna hear. You think like Gal Guardians is bad? Just nothing but just her saying "shake, shake" the whole damn game. Fuck, it's a charming little game. Oh,
see, I haven't played it.
Why hasn't that come to the N64 online yet?
I don't know. I'm still hoping for Silicon Valley. I have it, but fuck.
Yeah, convenience. Convenience is nice,
Mm-hmm.
but. On side tangent, we have Chibi Robo. You know what I'm finding interesting about these picks is the fact that like these are a lot of games that you know offhand, but you don't actually know yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I can't give anything away that way.
That is very true. Yeah, I'm going for more or less. Like, I think the only one that I'm kind of questionable about is Dead Island, and I feel like you have played that.
Yep.
It's kind of a big deal back in the day, and then it just didn't.
Oh, absolutely. And I got a really... Okay, so this there was a graphic issue when I was playing co-op in Dead Island. And so... This spoilers for Dead Island. Later on, like one of the... later on chapters, you're in, like, the woods. And there's a tribe, like there's tribal people there.
Oh, yeah, yep. Oh, how times have changed.
So this is even worse. And this wasn't a mod, this wasn't intentional by any means. And I'm stressing that fact for the reasons I'm about to state. There was some kind of graphical glitch where all the tribes people turned black and white.
Oh, no.
It looked like they all had blackface on.
Oh, no.
So I'm stressing that was not a mod or anything. It was strictly a graphical glitch. Oh boy, that was awkward.
Yeah, that would be a little jarring.
I'm glad I wasn't streaming at the time.
See,
because that would have been like, what would okay.
My strongest memories of Dead Island, which don't get me wrong, I was super hyped for this game. It's one of the most infamous, like hyped, misleading trailers. Though I still had my fun with it. But I remember like first starting it and creeping around every corner, trying to avoid every encounter, and then like you get through it, and it's like they're like snakes. You're just like, get out of here.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then the any escort missions in that game are dreadful because it's like, why are you walking through the obvious fire?
Yeah.
Stop walking into fire.
Because that's what games did.
That's very true. Oh, I'm sure that game was a nightmare in development. Okay, so my fifth game, and we have follow the marked trails or explore the backcountry as you make your way to the summit. Along the way, meet other hikers, discover hidden treasures, and take in the world around you. Explore the island in any way you like.
A short hike.
Choose your own path. Yeah. It's so nice.
It is.
How can I not use a reason to bring up a short hike?
That's fair. It is a wonderful game.
Come on, get it, people. It's like $8.
If that?
Yeah.
It's not very much, and chances are it goes on sale too, so come on, try it. It's not very long,
right.
Nor does it need to be. It is a wonderful, just relax.
It's just such a good time. But all right, since you got that one so quickly, I'll actually supplement it with one that I was going to go with.
Okay.
That I think is going to be equally as easy, but I just think it's funny. Let's see if I can find it here. There we go. Risk it all in live casino action. Check into your favorite hotel, meet with your friends in the lobby, and you're ready to go.
Is this Vegas Stakes or whatever that game is called?
Damn right,
it's really
Vegas
funny
Stakes.
because I was going to pull that up too.
Oh, that's amazing. You know what I actually found out while I was looking up the box art for it? There was one for Game Boy. I need to find this.
I thought we knew that. Because that came up...
We might have.
Or it might have been a different one when we did our IGN list of Game Boy Advance games.
I don't know what it is that fascinates me about that game so much.
So, this is going to be my hardest box art description.
Yeah.
Because, just because.
Okay.
And I gotta try and sound as big of a douchey Chad as I can to read it, just because of how it's written.
Oh boy.
This is not your ordinary RPG. The graphics are eye-popping, breathtaking, stunning and unbelievable, not to mention incredible. This is no hack and slash rip your guts out fighter. This is the future of RPGs, right here in your hands. With music this good, you won't turn the sound off, you'll turn it up. No more small elves leading your team. This game contains real, believable figures. You won't be embarrassed to use your own name. You'll be proud. It's Jesus Christ. It's just you against 6 other characters in search for blank. Whoever finds them rules the world. It's that simple, that easy. The only problem is, you have some enemies. And I don't mean a few. I mean an army of things you'll never seen before. Ready to raise the hair on the back of your neck and take you out with one swing. This is one powerful RPG. Can you handle it?
This feels right ripped out of the 90s, which narrows down my console possibilities. Initially, I was going to think it was Mystic Quest, but I know Mystic Quest is a lot more contradictory in its description.
Yep.
Because it's like, it challenges you to something like, this is the most hardcore RPG you could ever play. Try out Final Fantasy, a beginner's adventure. And it's just like, you just... So I knew it wasn't that. It's really... It gives me vibes of like the Mighty Number 9 trailer.
That could have been the way I said it.
So, I'm gonna guess this is a SNES game, just given the amount of tood in the description. It's an RPG. What's getting me is the facing off against 6 foes. That is what it says, right?
It's just you against 6 other characters.
Huh. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say it's 7th Saga.
Oh shit, yeah.
No way.
Yep.
That's crazy. Wow, I didn't know that they really didn't know how to sell that fucking game. God damn. That's hilarious. So, I'm guessing you've never played 7th Saga, right?
No.
I have only played it a little bit because it is probably the most bullshit hard Super Nintendo RPG I've ever fucking played. And what is cool about it? So
Well,
it is right.
it pronounces it. This is one powerful RPG.
It's not wrong. Because it was too easy when they brought it over, so they busted the code and made it way too difficult. And so here's the interesting thing about Seven Saga and why, like, it is beatable, but you get to pick from one of 7 different characters, and it doesn't matter who you pick. Like, everyone goes their separate way, and I think like everyone has a different rival out of the remaining 6. You can team up with some of the other ones. You can just kind of find them out and about in the world. Like, it's pretty cool, but it very much is not like the you are being guided by elves and fairies fun time. It is plop you in the world, don't die, figure it the fuck out.
Right.
So that is
more small elves leading your team. This game contains real, believable figures. You won't be embarrassed to use your own name. You'll be proud.
Fuck me.
So the part that I did blank out, I didn't know if it would give her away. It's just you against 6 other characters in search of the 7 sacred runes.
Okay. Yeah, I would not have known that.
So I figured it might be a bit of a giveaway because 7's in the name.
Okay, so my last game, which is one I know you haven't played, I have suggested it to you quite a few times. But this is where it's going to get a little tricky. So I'm going to be describing this to you through Google Translate.
Oh.
Because it is not in English. And we're gonna struggle through this and see if we can find out. Now the emotions come back to me vividly. Oh no, my phone closed. Also the stuff is sideways. A moving story set in a beautiful world. You will surely be moved to tears when it comes to an end. Life comes close to your eyes. Supports full HD image quality. Confirmation is a touch operation using Joy-Cons for more intuitive control. Karma. Experience blank the hit worldwide hit on the Nintendo Switch.
What?
Let's see if there's anything. So Shirabe? Search. It's fading in and out of translation here. We're struggling. Vibrant life is right before our eyes. Let's see. Drenched in tears. So that's what you get to work with.
So what you're saying is it's for the Switch.
It is for the Switch, yes.
Fuck. The only thing I got out of that was Joy-Cons.
Ooh, okay. The front of the box describes its genre as nature adventure.
Oh, Jesus. And you've recommended it to me before.
I sure have.
But it's not in English.
The game itself is, just the box I have isn't.
Publisher?
The publisher, and this might be a pretty dead giveaway. Or not.
I kind of need that, because I don't even have a description, really.
Is Capcom.
Capcom, but on the Switch.
Now the emotions are vividly. Now the emotions come back to me vividly. It changed halfway through while I was reading it.
Now the emotions come back to me vividly.
Yes. Where's the thing that said back on the? What did it say? It said something to. Now they're upside down.
It's
which received moving praise during the screening has been released on the Nintendo Switch. So, then it tried to translate my my pants.
Is it Okami?
You are correct.
Oh, fuck.
Yes. Which I have to say has some of the most beautiful box art in my Switch collection.
Yeah, that one was Jesus.
Yeah, I made sure not to run it through the translate before I got down here, so I didn't actually know what the heck I'd be reading. So, yeah, and it doesn't help that it's all written vertically.
Oh,
So
jeez.
it was already hard enough to focus on the translation, but
Yep.
yeah, no, good guess. Now, mind you, if you know my collection decently, you know I only have a select amount of like Japanese import games.
I didn't know that was a Japanese import.
Exclusively. I don't know where I put it, but I wanted to find my collection of mana that I bought in Japanese, but I don't remember if it like had anything on the box.
Right.
But either way, so what's the final tally?
So I had 5 points.
Yeah.
You had 7.
Oof. Oof.
In all fairness, I had some pretty good picks.
You did have some really good picks.
I got more of your picks off the hop than you did on me.
Yeah, I don't think I went as challenging as I could have. That is for sure.
I know that last one was kind of...
Well, I had to throw in something wacky. Like, it's something he knows, but it's something that I can't really explain at all, which means I win.
Right.
So, but, you know, I was looking at, like, my DS library and my Game Boy Advance library, and everything was seeming a little too obscure for you to know, or a little too obvious. Like, you know, I was looking at the box site for, like, Kirby's Adventure, and it's like, there are too many words in here that I have to not say.
I mean, you have more of a hard time with Little Nemo than you did the Seventh Saga.
I had a harder time with Castlevania, and I guessed that it was fucking Castlevania.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, this sounds like Castlevania, but those games don't take place in a basement.
No, apparently it does.
Just, you know what, though? That actually does raise a really good point, though. Because, like, so I have here 4 Nintendo Switch games, an Xbox 360 game, and a regular DS game, right?
Right.
So they were a lot more cut and dry, I'd say, as where it seems like a lot of the older boxes, except for Vegas Stakes. I mean, how do you fluff that up? They were really trying to sell you on this whole world, right? Because it was all new,
Right.
As where Short Hike is just like, go for a nice little hike.
Ah. I think the newest game that I picked was N64 Mischief Makers.
Yeah.
Because I had Castlevania. Yeah. Just to recap.
Yeah.
Castlevania, Little Nemo the Dream Master, Breath of Fire, Wario Land Virtual Boy Wario Land.
That one threw me for a loop.
Yep. That was the intent.
Yeah.
Because when have we talked about Virtual Boy? But I know you know it.
Not positively, that's for sure.
Mischief Makers and the Seventh Saga.
No, that's some pretty obscure. What do I got overall? I got Okami, Short Hike, Legend of Mana, La Mulana, Dead Island, and Chrono Trigger. And I kind of figured, like, I had to throw Chrono Trigger in here. Anytime I can mention it's a good time. And as for Legend of Mana, like, I was like, that's both on the nose and quite vague.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I got a bonus one for you.
Okay.
And the box art that I'm reading it from is not going to give it away.
Okay.
But I think you still might get it. All hell has run amok. Monstrous demons from another dimension use their gruesome talents to turn your space station into a blood slaughterhouse. To turn your space station into a blood-splattered slaughterhouse. They got black magic. You got firepower. Fireballs and lost souls. Face shotguns. Chainsaws and rocket launchers. Virtual reality point of view slides you smoothly through this haunted chamber and corridors. Butcher the hordes of hell, or get butchered if you don't have the skills and pure guts to save your skin.
Doom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the Genesis 32X.
Oh, that's quite the odd one. So funny enough, actually, I was considering picking Doom 2016 as I was going through stuff.
See, if it says anything about rip or tear, it's like, okay, there it is.
And usually directly, explicitly stating hell is pretty on the nose.
Yep.
I was also looking at like Quake and Turok, and they're all pretty... I should have went with Half-Life. What does Half-Life even say? It's Gordon Freeman.
Gordon Freeman.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be a very obvious one.
I don't know. It is also a PC game, so
Yeah, but they had a PS2 version.
True.
Right? So it would be a PS2. I didn't even look at PS2 ones. Here, I got the...
What is this? This looks like the PC one. Run, think, shoot, live.
That's the... That was on the PlayStation 1 as well.
Is it?
Yeah.
Advanced graphics and animation, unparalleled AI, incredible action, extraordinary realism, and also includes new co-op game Half-Life Decay.
Yes.
Which, if that's not the giveaway,
I mean, there's not much to go on. Run, think, shoot, live would not give it away. But this is the thing, like, the Half-Life for the PlayStation 2 was actually ported solely by Gearbox.
Yeah, it was its own thing, wasn't it?
Yes. Same with Half-Life Decay. And Blue Shift and Opposing Forces, the two expansions for Half-Life, were Gearbox as well. But I do like how they have extraordinary realism right below the zombie with tentacles coming out of his chest.
The fact that it says unparalleled AI for the scientists, which don't get me wrong, at the time they are correct, but man, I love fucking with them scientists.
I think it's kind of weird that the Dr. Kleiner there is doing the Hitler signal.
That's a little strange, isn't it?
As the zombies grabbing Barney in the background. Alright, let's go away from that.
Oh no. Well, folks, that was the back of the box art challenge. Clearly, I lost.
I won,
but I like to think we still got to talk about a good variety of interesting games.
No, and it's one of those things. Like, I wonder if there's going to be if there's someone's made up a ROM hack for the Seventh Saga, because it is a game I want to check out one day.
Seventh Saga is neat. It's one of those ones that's so far removed from your like RPG Super Nintendo classics.
Yeah.
That it's like, even more obscure than something like Lufia, which is like, I'm not saying Lufia is super obscure, but as far as like the totem pole of classic, fondly remembered SNES RPGs, like Seventh Saga is way down there.
Right.
But I want a way to play the Mischief Makers.
Yes, that too.
That would be nice.
Nintendo, get on it.
Yeah. What do you think? Should we wrap her up here then?
Yeah, I think so. That was fun. We'll do another one, probably in a different vein. Maybe reviews, user reviews.
These guessing games are always quite interesting.
So again, leave your wacky back box art descriptions in the comments. Let's check them out.
Yes, or let us know if you've ever been sold on a game based on were you sold on any of these games based on their
Did you say that you were sold on back of the box game or back of the box descriptions?
There have been times that I have been swayed. I can't think of anything in particular, but
yeah.
Usually for me it's actually, less the description of the kind of game as it is
the pictures.
Like,
I'm a pictures guy.
If I can see like really impressive pixel art or something on there, then usually that'll sell me on it. But I don't know. I still think that I like that it is a part of the complete game package and just furthers my stubbornness as a physical game collector.
Yes. And now we have interior art for those companies that are cool.
Sometimes. I think one of these here doesn't have interior art, and it's very disappointing. And I think
anything from Square Enix.
No. It's gonna be Legend of Mana, isn't it? No, it does have interior art, and it's beautiful. Okay,
that's weird.
Oh, it's an import, so
right. This is true.
That would kind of do it. Yeah.
All right, let's wrap it up. Let's do the standard spiel at the end of the episode. Hope you guys had fun. We definitely did. This is just a fun game.
Just a fun.
I ran out of words. You can follow us on Twitter or Blue Sky. Just search up Optional Boss PC. You can find us on YouTube or Spotify or Apple Podcast or wherever. Tell your friends, family, enemies. Tell both your friends. And we'll catch you next time.
Bye!